Please. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tata Jayam Udiret Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Hare Krishna. Today we continuing Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 2nd chapter 4th. Bhuya Namaha Sat Vrujina Chide Asatam
Bhuya Namah Sadrujina Shide Satam
Asambhavaya Akhila Sattva
Asambhavaya Akhila Sattva Murtaye
Punsam Punah Paramahansya Ashrame
Punsam Punah Paramahansya Ashrame
Vyavasthitanam Anumrugya Dadushe
Vyavasthitanam
Dashushe
Anumrugya Dashute
Namah Namate Astu Rushabhaya Satvatam
Namah Namate Asatu Rushabhaya Satvatam
Vidura Kashtaya Muku Yoginam
Vidurakashthaya Muhu Yoginam
Nirasta Samya Atishena Radhasa
Nirasta Samya Tishiyena Radhasa
Swadhamani Brahmani Ransyate Namaha
Swadhamni Brahmani Ransyate Namah
Bhuya Nama Satrujina Chide Asatam
Bhuya Namah Sadrujina Chide Asatam
Asambhavaya Akhila Sattvamurte
असंभवाय अखिल सत्वमूर्तये
Punsam Punah Param Hansya Ashrame
पुंसां पुनः पारमहंस आश्रमे
Vyavasthitanam Anumrugya Dashushe
व्यवस्थितानाम् अनुमृग्य दाशुषे
Namah Namate Astu Rushabhaya Satvatam
नमः नमः ते अस्तु ऋषभाय सात्वताम्
Vidura Kashtaya Muku Yoginam
विदुरकाष्ठाय मुकुयोगिनाम्
Nirasta Samya Atishena Radhasa
निरस्तसाम्यतिशयेन राधसा
Swadhamani Brahmani Ransate Namaha
स्वधाम्नि ब्रह्मणि रंस्यते नमः
Bhuya Nama Satvrujina Chide Asatam Asambhavaya Akhila Sattvamurte Punsam Punah Paramhansya Ashrame Vavisitanam Anumrugya Dashushe Namaha Namate Astu Rushabhaya Satvatam Vidura Kashtaya Muku Yoginam Nirasta Samya Atishena Radhasa Sodamani Brahmani Ransate Namaha Hare
भूयः
Krishna.
नमः सदृजिन छीदे असताम् असंभवाय अखिल सत्वमूर्तये पुंसां पुनः पारमहंस्याश्रमे व्यवस्थितानाम् अनुमृग्य दाशुषे नमः नमः ते अस्तु ऋषभाय सात्वतां विदुरकाष्ठाय मुहुकुयोगिनां निर निरस्तसाम्यतिशयेन राधसा स्वधाम्नि ब्रह्मनिरंस्यते नमः
Hare Krishna. Translation and purport by the Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I again offer my respectful obeisance unto the form of complete existence and transcendent, who is the liberator of the pious devotees from all distresses and the destroyer of the further advances in atheistic temperament of the non-devotee demons. For the transcendentalists who are situated in the topmost spiritual perfection, he grants their specific destination. Let me offer my respectful obeisance unto he who is associate of the members of the Yadu dynasty and who is always a problem for the non-devotees. He is the supreme enjoyer of both the material and spiritual world. Yet he enjoys his own abode in the spiritual sky. There is no one equal to him because his transcendental opulence is immeasurable. Purport. But Lord Sri Krishna is the complete form of all existence, both material and spiritual. Akhil means complete. or that which is not kill, inferior. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, there are two kinds of nature: Prakriti, namely the material nature, and the spiritual nature, or the external and internal potencies of the Lord. The material nature is called apara or inferior, and the superior and the spiritual nature is called superior or transcendental. Therefore, the form of the Lord is not of the inferior material nature. He is complete transcendence, and he is murti or having transcendental form. The less intelligent men who are unaware of his transcendental form describe him as impersonal Brahman. But Brahman is simply the rays of his transcendental body, Yasya Prabha. The devotees who are aware of his transcendental form render him service. Therefore, Lord also reciprocates by his causeless mercy, thus delivers his devotees from all distresses. The pious men who follow rulings of the Vedas are also dear to him. Therefore, the pious men of this world are also protected by him. The impious, the non-devotees are against the principles of the Vedas, and so such persons are always hampered from making advance in their nefarious activities. Some of them who are specially favored by the Lord are killed by him personally, as in the cases of Ravan, Hiranyakashipu, and Kons. And thus such demons get salvation and are thereby checked from further progress in their demoniac activity, just like a kind father, either in his favor upon the devotees or his punishment of the demon. He is ever kind to everyone because he is the complete existence for all individual existence. The Paramahamsa stages of existence is the highest perfectional stage of spiritual values. According to Sri Amati Kunti Devi, the Lord is actually understood by the Paramahamsas only, as there is gradual realization of the transcendence from impersonal Brahman to localized Paramatma to the personality of Godhead, Purushottam Lord Krishna. Similarly, there is gradual promotion of one situation in spiritual life of sannyasak, kutichak, bahudak, Parivrajacharya and Paramahamsas are gradual progressive stages in the renounced order of life. Sannyasa and Queen Kunti Devi, the mother of the Pandavas, has spoken about them in her prayer for Lord Krishna, Canto 1, Chapter 8. The Paramahamsas are generally found among both the impersonal and the devotees, but according to Srimad Bhagavatam, as clearly stated by Kunti Devi, pure Bhakti Yoga is understood by the Paramahamsa, and Kunti Devi has especially mentioned that the Lord descends Paritranaya Sadhuna, especially to award Bhakti Yoga to the Paramahamsas. So ultimately, the Paramahamsas, in the true sense of the term, are unalloyed devotees of the Lord. Srila Jugoswami has directly accepted that the highest destination is Bhakti Yoga, which by which one accepts the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Those who accept the path of Bhakti Yoga are the actual Paramahamsas. Since the Lord is very kind to everyone, the impersonalists who who accept Bhakti is as the means of merging in existence of Lord in his personal Brahmajyoti are also awarded their desired destination. He has assured everyone in Bhagavad Gita 4.11, Ye thamam prapadante. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, there are two classes of Brahmamsas, namely the Brahmanandi impersonalist and the Premanandi devotees, and both are awarded their desired destination, although the Premanandi are more fortunate than the Brahmanandi. But both the Brahmanandis and the Premanandis are transcendentalists, and they have nothing to do with the inferior material nature full of the existential miseries of life. There are two sides of the transcendental manifestation of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, for pure duty, and he is the constant companion, as in the case of his becoming one of the family members of the Yadu dynasty, or is becoming his friend of Arjuna, or is becoming the associate neighbor of the inhabitant of Vrindavan, as the son of the Nanda Yashoda, the friend of Sudama, Sridama, and Madhumangal, or the lover of the damsels of Prajabhumi, etc. That is part of his personal feature. And by his impersonal feature, he expand the rays of the Brahma Jyoti, which limitless and all pervasive. Part of this all pervasive Brahma Jyoti, which is compared to sun rays, is covered by the darkness of the Mahat, and this insignificant part is known as the material world. In this material world, there are innumerable universes like the one we can experience, and in each of them, there are hundreds of thousands of planets like the one we can inhabiting. The mundaners are more or less captivated by the unlimited expansions of the rays of the Lord, but the devotees are concerned more with his personal form, from which everything is emanating Jalma the Asyata, as the sun rays are con, uh, concentrated in the sun disk. The Brahma Jyoti is concentrated in Golok Vrindavan, the topmost spiritual planet in the spiritual sky. The immeasurable spiritual sky is full of spiritual planets named Vaikuntha, far beyond the material sky. The mundaners have insufficient information of even the mundane sky. So, what can they think of the spiritual sky? Therefore, the mundaners are always far, far away from him, even if in the future they are able to manufacture some machine whose speed may be accelerated to the velocity of wind or mind. The mundaners will still be unable to imagine reaching the planets in the spiritual sky. So the Lord and his residential abode will always remain a myth or a mysterious problem. But for the devotees, the Lord will always be available as an associate in the spiritual sky. His opulence is immeasurable. The Lord resides in all the spiritual planets, the innumerable Vaikuntha's planets, by expanding his plenary portions along with his liberated devotee associate, but the impersonality is who want to merge in the existence of the Lord are allowed to merge one of the spiritual spark of the Brahma Jyoti. They have no qualification but becoming associates of the Lord either in the Vaikuntha planets or in the supreme planet Golok Vrindavan, described in the Bhagavad Gita as Maddham. And here is in this verse the Swadham of the Lord. The Maddham or Swadham is described in Bhagavad Gita 15.6. Na tad bhasayate surya nat shashankana pavaka yad gatva nanivartante taddam paramam mama. The Lord's Swadham does not require as any sunlight or moonlight or electricity for illumination. The thumb or place is supreme, and whoever goes there never comes back to his material world. The Vaikuntha planets and Golok Varundavan planet are self-illuminating and rays scattered by those Swadham of the Lord constitute the existence of the Brahma Jyoti as further confirmed in the Vedas, Mundaka Upanishad, Katha Upanishad, Shveta Upanishad. In the Swadham of the Lord, there is no need of sun, moon, or stars for illumination, nor is there need of electricity. So, what to speak of ignited lamps? On the other hand, it is because those planets are self illuminating that all effulgences has become possible. Whatever there is that dazzling is due to the reflection of the Swadham. One who is dazzling for by the effulgence of the impersonal Brahma Jyoti cannot know the personal transcendence. Therefore, in Ishopanishad 50, described as Hiranmaya Patrena Satya Abetam Mukham Tatvam Pusana Pruno Satya Dharmaya Dharmaya Drushtaye. Oh Lord, you are maintainer of everything, both material and spiritual, and everything flourishes by your mercy. Your devotional service or bhakti yoga is the actual principle of religion Satyadam, and I am engaged in that services. So kindly protect me by showing your real peace. Please therefore remove the veil of your Brahmajyoti rays so that I can see your form of eternal bliss and knowledge. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Nama Vancha Kalpatarubhe Cha Kripa Sindhube Eva Cha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, Hare Krishna. Today we continuing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2nd, Chapter 4, the process of creation, Shloka number 13 and 14. In the Shloka number 13, they describe about the Paramhamsa stage existing in the higher perfectional stage of the spiritual value. They describe about also Akhil and Kil. Then they describe about the um, transcendentalists who are situated in the topmost spiritual perfection. Then shloka number 14, they describe about the two sides of the transcendental manifestation. One is spiritual, and second uh, is the uh, personal part of feature. But they giving so many examples from Munda Katha and Shveta Upanishad. And according to Ishopnishad, they describe that in that shloka they describe uh, 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 here they told that to remove the veil of your Brahmajyoti ray so that I can see your form of eternal bliss and knowledge. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji will tell us nicely in detail. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Abhacharnarinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the beacon of light for us fallen souls in this Kali Yuga, in this material world. Or just imagine such two important shlokas where Shukdev Goswami ji, who is such a pious devotee, is offering his obeisances, Mangalacharan, to Lord Shri Krishna. And as we saw in the first canto, that this is a principle that we should always be speaking everything about the qualities of the person whom we are glorifying. So while Shukdev Goswami ji is glorifying Krishna, we are being made aware indirectly about his so many important qualities and facts. And Prabhupada ji, he makes us aware of all of that through his purpose. The very first thing which strikes is Krishna's transcendental nature. Krishna is complete in both material as well as spiritual existence. Akhila-sattā. And he possesses a transcendental form, Murti, and is not impersonal. Impersonal Brahman is just the radiance of his body. And he delivers his devotees from distress and obstructs atheistic activities of demons like Ravan, Kansa, Hiranyakashipu. So what this leads to is to make us aware about the dual features of Krishna. Because he manifests in two primary ways. One, personal feature as the loving associate of the devotees, just like Krishna in Vrindavan, a member of Yadu dynasty, friend of Arjuna. And second is the impersonal feature, the all-pervading effulgence, Brahma Jyoti, which is the spiritual light emanating from his transcendental form. And that is why when Shukdev Goswami ji is praising, is talking about the Paramahansa destination, that only pure devotees, Paramahamsas, understand the Lord completely. And so, though Brahmanandis, that is impersonalists, and Premanandis, devotees, reach their goals, but the Premanandis are more fortunate because they serve the Lord directly. And that is where we need to understand the difference between devotees non-devotees, and mundaners. Devotees, they experience the Lord's personal companionship, friend, son, lover, and most importantly, they attend Golok Vrindavan or Vaikuntha, where they eternally serve Him in loving relationship. The non-devotees simply seek impersonal liberation and merge into Brahma Jyoti, unable to enjoy loving reciprocation, and are often envious of Krishna and thereby envious of themselves, denying their own spiritual opportunity. And then we have the materialists or the mundaners who are captivated by Lord's effulgence but remain distant from his personal form due to lack of spiritual knowledge. So the spiritual realms, they are real and they have got illumination. Lord Swadham, own abode, Goloka and Vaikuntha, they are self-illuminating. They don't need any sun, moon or electricity, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 15.6 and Upanishads, rightly quoted by Srila Prabhupada. Brahmajyoti is only a reflection of that supreme light. So those who reach these abodes never return to the material world. The Brahmajyoti, which is impersonal, is a lesser destination compared to the personal association with the Lord. So we need to understand the difference between impersonal Brahman and personal Bhagwan. A devotee prays in the Upanishad to remove the dazzling effulgence of the Brahma Jyoti, to see the true form of the Lord. And realization of Vasudeva Sarvamiti means understanding that Krishna is the origin of Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. Mayavad, false yogis, they try to confuse us. Tribe speculators, impersonalists, they miss the sweetness of Lord's pastimes. Whatever happiness they feel is merely absence of distress, not real bliss. And this is a result of their envy, which hampers self realization. Envy of Krishna leads to envy of one's own self, resulting in denial of spiritual opportunities. True knowledge and spiritual progress come from recognizing Krishna as the root of all existence and engaging in devotional service, bhakti yoga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This whole information can rightfully be obtained and we be trained only by a spiritual master. And a spiritual master, his aspirations are very simple. Srila Prabhupada emphasized even one pure devotee disciple is enough. A true guru's success is in guiding one soul to pure devotional service, not collecting followers. Because pure devotional service is rare but supremely valuable. And for us to understand it, acknowledge it, realize it, we need to start with Krishna's all pervasive presence. Though Krishna never leaves Vrindavan, he pervades creation as Paramatma, which he himself confirms in Bhagavad Gita, which we have seen in the past as well. 13th chapter, Shloka 14 to 18. So every living being has a relationship with Krishna, either known or unknown, personal or impersonal. And everyone has got Krishna Prem in their heart. Only thing is, it is in Suptavastha. It is dormant. What is required is to engage it, awaken it. And that is where Prabhupada has guided us so wonderfully. He has given us a lifestyle right before sunrise till late at night of how we can always be in companionship with Krishna and realize these wordings, this description, these prayers, this Mangalacharan by Shukdev Goswami ji. So while he yesterday was talking about Krishna being complete whole, he having taken the responsibility, taken the three modes of nature just for creation and confirming that he is there as Paramatma and his ways are inconceivable. Today, he talks about his transcendence, complete existence, how he liberates the devotees, how he destroys atheistic temperament. He also talks about how he is the one who takes the responsibility for granting specific destinations. And to clarify who he is, he mentions that he is that member of Yadu dynasty, Krishna, who is a problem for non-devotees. And then he explains that how Krishna is supreme enjoyer of both material spiritual worlds, yet he is there enjoying in his Golok Vrindavan in spiritual sky. He has got transcendental opulence, which is immeasurable. So these are the key takeaways for us from this shloka, that everyone has relationship with Krishna, though most are unaware. The ultimate goal is to realize and cultivate personal relationship with Krishna through devotional service, surpassing impersonal realizations and mundane material pursuits. So understanding the Lord's personal association is the highest perfection. We not aim for liberation, but for eternal loving service in his transcendental abode. And it is the Srimad Bhagavatam, the Amala Puran, the Grantha Avatar of Krishna, which provides the perfect knowledge for this realization. So let us take full bliss, which is available only in Bhakti Yoga, and follow instructions laid down by Srila Prabhupada and by Sri Guru Maharaj, so that we get cleaned enough, purified enough to be recommended by Srimati Radharani for entry to the Vaikunthas and or Golok Vrindavan. Thank you very much.